Well, here we are again, back in the corner. Hi everybody. Just a quick few stories. I've got quite a bit on the list to go through today. But something to think about over the weekend. Before I start, as always, welcome to the new subs. Thank you for your emails and your texts. YouTube won't let you on there. Well, they won't let your numbers up, but they can't stop you watching. So, what we got today then? The track and trace. Oh dear, Boris. We said it wouldn't work, didn't we? It's that sort of crap that you're putting out. Well, now that even the sheep are opening their eyes to it, ain't they? Dear, oh dear. You've got people turning it off because thousands and thousands of people are self-isolating when they don't need to. Even the NHS staff, many of those have seen the truth now, their eyes are opened. They're turning it off. Yet you're still persisting with it, even after a year. Well, turn it off, people. Turn the app off, delete it, get rid of it off your phone. It's just another way of controlling people. Sadly for the government, people are starting to realise that now. I believe this is why they're backtracking on everything, because stuff is making mainstream media that they didn't want. And people are looking for themselves, like I've always told people to do. Don't believe what I say. Don't believe what mainstream media tell you. Don't believe the propaganda. Look for it yourself. It's all on there. What more can you say about it? And to prove a point, several people that I know have downloaded the app on a spare phone, a burner phone. Left it at home, in the bedroom, whatever. Nobody ever goes near it. Yet they've been pinged and alerted. And then you've got to test with a test that we know just basically doesn't work. There's too many false positives with it. That's been proven. Even the government admitted it, but they still push it. It's just more fear factor, isn't it? They're trying to do it with fear. And what else have we got on today then? Oh yeah. I watched the reading of the petition about getting rid of the BBC licences. Do you really think that they're going to do away with their biggest propaganda outlet? The only way to stop the BBC is stop paying for the licence. People have said this time and time again. The government aren't going to listen to you, or us. The BBC won't listen to us. The government have proved now that they're not prepared to do anything about it, or at least until 2027, which is another 6 years away, that they're going to basically try and extort, I'll call it extortion, extort money from the public for something they don't want. Now, when the goons come knocking on the door, basically with what they tell you, that is extortion with threats, which I believe, I haven't checked, is unlawful. That is a crime. Which leads me on quite nicely to the police. Now, we all know they've lost their little money earning scheme with the COVID fines. So what are they doing now? Well, they're back to abusing the powers they had before, as we see time and time again on here. There's thousands of videos out there of this. In particular, Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Let's look at that one first of all, shall we? Many people in this country, the police say, they follow, they track, because they are suspected terrorists. And they do absolutely nothing about them until after they've committed a crime. You only have to look at the London Bridge incident, the Manchester Arena incident. They openly admit they knew, they suspected. They've even interrogated these people. But they can class a man with a phone in his hand filming as a suspected terrorist. And I've said before, why? If they wanted to film a police station or anywhere else for illegal use, I'll put it, you only got to go on Google Maps and Google Street. You can see far more than you'll ever get with a phone. So that's that argument out the window. And their other favourite one they resort to is Section 5 of the, what do you call it, Public Order Act, I think it is. Well, from what I see of that, the only people that really breach Section 5 of the Public Order Act are the police themselves. 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that instigate the problems, just so they can arrest somebody. And the fact that the courts back the police and not the public, which is wrong, what can you do? Put in a complaint. If you can afford to, or you can get legal aid, take them to court. Show them that they can't keep doing this. And now I've got a question for Boris. You're causing this divide between the jabbed, the unjabbed. Now, right from the beginning of this, I have not heard you say a word on what you're doing for the people, like me, that can't be jabbed, for medical reasons or otherwise. So, would you like to go and ask your missus what she wants you to do about this? Because I'd like to know what you're going to do about it. Because I shall end up getting persecuted, threatened, because I can't be jabbed. The fact that I wouldn't anyway is besides the point. It's the fact that I can't, and you're doing absolutely sod all about that and not saying a word on it. I doubt if you ever will, because it doesn't fit your narrative of control over the people, does it? And then just to end with, this is one I love. I absolutely love this story. 2 vegans, gay gentlemen, on mainstream media this morning. I've got nothing against gays. I never have. In fact, I have got 1 or 2 gay friends, and I've never had a problem with them. It doesn't worry me. They don't push it in my face. And they're some real nice people, both male and female, if I'm allowed to call them that nowadays. But they were going on that you shouldn't eat meat because they force feed the animals with dangerous toxic chemicals. You should only eat vegetables that are grown organically and haven't had any chemicals used on them. And then they were asked if they'd been jabbed. Yes, they had. So you won't put any dangerous chemicals or unproven chemicals or whatever in your body in the way of food. But you'll quite happily take a tubeful in your arm. You bunch of pricks. honestly. I mean, that's what the world's coming to. It really is. But anyway, we're going into the weekend. I may put something out over the weekend if I feel strongly enough, or like that one. I find it funny and amusing. But until then, enjoy your weekend, people. All you free-thinking people out there, because I know all of you that watch me are. I will say, don't bother commenting on the football or anything in the comments, because you won't get a reply. I'll still acknowledge a comment, as I always do. I do read the comments, but football is not something that interests me, never has, and I couldn't be bothered whether we win or lose. Call it unpatriotic, which I'm not. I just don't like football. It doesn't float my boat. So, until the next one, people, thank you for your continuing support. Please, if you sub, don't just sub. Drop me an email. I won't put your name out there unless you tell me to, or, give me permission to. As the faceless cowards are still playing around with the subscriptions. They've stopped playing around as much with the viewings, but they're still playing with the subscriptions. And I know there's many more people that have subbed than what they show. So until the next one, stay safe, stay strong, stay absolutely free. My respects to each and every one of you. Bye for now.